Nairobi. Let me tell you guys what happened to me today. I'm even still processing. So I was in town today running my errands up until kituka 5:36 hapo nikapitia Koja, okay? Right next to fire station kuna kwanga na hawa hawkers wenye mwaga vitu chini, wanauza manguo mingi, skirts, palazzos, tops and what not. Alafu kuna kwanga na hawa vijana wenye wanakwanga wameshikilia the trousers wamezihang kwa mabega. If you're familiar with the place, you get the picture. I was walking ni kama naelekea Ngara, but I wanted to access River Road, which is like right around the corner from where I was. And all of a sudden, this man grabs me out of nowhere and literally pulls me away from the road. Because like kama ukikuwa Koja, like inakwanga au hawkers wako hapa, and then like this is literally just the road. Matatu zinapita hapo na pedestrians wanapitanga hapo kando. So he grabs me from there and pulls me towards Getia Fire Station. And by grab, I mean grab. Like the grip was gripping, you guys. So he pulls me towards iyo Getia Fire Station hapo. And this entire time, like he keeps repeating, "Relax, madam. Relax. Relax." Like that's all he kept saying. Hakuna nguo. I assumed like anataka kunionyesha nguo zenye anauza, cause like most people when wanakuanga around that place wakitaka ununue nguo zao, like they usually just like hold your hand and like it's kind of like they're forcing you to buy things, but like he was not showing me anything. In fact, he did not have any clothes on him to sell, but he just kept repeating, "Relax, madam, relax, relax." And I'm like, what am I relaxing for? So at this point, I'm starting to panic. Like I'm trying to free myself. So after a few seconds of trying to free myself, I realized that haniachili. So I started stepping on his feet. Like I'm stepping on his toes. Like, "Let go, let go, let go." And the only thing he kept repeating is, "Relax, madam, relax. Relax." Alafu sasa nikiangalia hii scenario, we are moving further away from like the big crowd of people. Ya watu wenye wanauza vitu na wenye wananunua. And the only people who seem to be around are people who look like him. Like, I'm sorry to say that, but like ni watu wenye wanakaa tu ni kama ni marafiki zake, you know, because like they're just looking and they're not helping. Like, you guys, I've never felt that helpless in my life. Imagine like somebody is holding on to you. Uni mtu mwenye ujui amekushikilia kabisa, like very tightly. Mtu alikuwa amenishikilia so tightly to a point that by the time he let go, mkono ilikuwa inakaa ni kama ni imeparara from all the tension. Okay, so I look at these people, I'm looking at them like, "Hello, help me," and like no one is moving. In fact, they're just laughing. So at this point, it's almost been like 2 minutes of like the grip, you know, and that's when it clicked, like, you know what, this is how people get robbed. Okay, so at this point I was like, I have no option but to act. I thought about hitting the person, but like I didn't want to aggravate him so that he hits me back, and like I will need to be able to fight him. Okay, so judging by the fact that watu wananiangalia na wanisaidii, I was like, I'll just scream. So mimi nika scream very loudly, "Where's it?" Literally sprinted away from me. Like everybody just turned their heads and they were like, "Where is that coming from?" And like this guy sprinted, like aliniondokea na aka join the crowd, and now he's acting like he doesn't know me. Okay, so at this point everyone is looking at me and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to go about my day. Nikasema tocha niachane na hii story hivyo. So I start walking away. This person is insulting me from the crowd. I don't remember much of what he said because at this point, like, my head was racing. You know, nilikuwa nimekasirika nataka kuwaka moto kama dragon. But I just remember him shouting, "Denywa malaya wewe!" The audacity, right? I just kept walking. I didn't even look back because like at this point, like I was in my feelings. I had so many feelings like going through me. I'm angry, I'm scared, and also for the most part I was in disbelief because the audacity. I kept walking, you know, breathing in and out so that like I can maintain my emotions too. Naenda kuvuka barabara huko naweza gongwa na gari kisa na maana ni hasira jamani. So I went and got done with what I was going to do, and then I came back using the same route because like there was something I was speaking right around the same area where this craziness has happened. Walking back, keeping my head really low, you know, because I don't want to like come across this guy again, and I thought like maybe alijipa shughuli jamani akapata vitu vingine vya kufanya, or he found somebody else to harass. And there's this other guy who is trying to sell me pants. Wenye like mnajua Koja, mnajua like kuna uzonga pants mingi. So he's over there like, "Oh, sijui madam kuja ununue pants yuni nini." Na yeye pia amenishikilia. And I remember like this was a very friendly conversation with this guy, and I was like, ebu wacha kunishika, like mnatakanga mtu ascream mwizi ndo mwachilie. Nikamwambia tu like, "Okay, I'm not looking to buy pants today. It's just a casual conversation." Nikaendelea kutembea while he's walking beside me. And guess who I see? The same motherfucker from before. And he comes to right where we are with this other guy. And before he even speaks, I'm like, "You stay away from me, Ivo." And I start walking away. And he starts coming up to me and he's like, "Oh, Sasa hiyo bado tuko na huyu mtu mwingine, cause like you know he's trying to listen to what is going on here. Comes up to me and he's like, oh, kwa nini unanifukuza hivyo? Is it because you think you're better than me? Just know that the same God who created you and gave you sijui everything you have is the same one that put me in this position, and like, oh, unanidharau sijui nini nini. And at this point I am fed up, you guys. I am fed up. I just start walking away. This infuriates him. And now he yells, malaya wewe, sura mbaya sijui nini nini. And at this point I'm just like rolling my eyes and I'm like, I know you fucking lie. A few steps later, one of the guys that was around us, time yenye mtu alianza kuniharass in the beginning, one of the people that was standing around us laughing, comes up to me selling tops. Okay? Kumbuka sasa natembea kuna mtu kunyuma na kwamba yani mwagia matusi, and I'm like it's taking everything in me not to like talk back to him, because I'm like, yo, nikianza sitamaliza. So this guy comes up to me and is like, oh, nauza tops and nini, and I'm like, no, I'm not looking to buy tops. At this point I just want to get the hell out of there. And akachukua hiyo top akaiekelea hapa. Sasa hiyo nakwambia nimeshikilia top hivi, naomba jamani, mimi sitaki kununua top. Just take your top back. I just want to be on my way. And he's like, no, and he runs into the crowd and just disappears. So now I'm left with holding the top. Sasa mimi nimeshikilia hii top, naangalia hao wenzake wenye walikuwa nao nataka kuwapatia, naambia chukueni hii basi mumpe mwenzenu kule, mpatieni akirudi maana yake naona amenipotea. Watu wanaangalia tu hivi. In fact, they're laughing and all that. So I get frustrated and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Kumbukeni, huyo mwenye yuko huku nyuma alikuwa ni mwagia matusi, ameanza kuniita mwizi. He started shouting and saying I'm a thief. Okay? Msichana ni mwizi, sijui nini nini. So I'm a few meters away from him, but he's walking towards me while shouting like this. So I think very quickly, and I'm like, if I take this top and start walking away with it, people have good reason to think that I'm a thief. So I'm like, I'm going to put it on the floor. It was probably not very wise, but like necessary. And tell me why this whole group of people wenye walikuwa wamesimama hapo nikiwapatia ingo washikilie, wakikataa and laughing, they turn on me and start saying ati, hey, uko na roho chafu sana wewe madam. Watu waishingi hivyo, mnadharau wingi watu sijui nini. And it's like, what the hell is going on? At the same time, kuna huyu huku nyuma yanita mwizi jamani. Mwizi malaya, sura mbaya. This far I've come in life, I've come to learn that when it comes to scenarios like this and when you're dealing with people like this, don't engage. Keep walking. Okay? So that's what I do. Now I've crossed the road. Kuna kwanga after your fire station kuna kwanga na road yenye matatu zinatukianga tu out of nowhere. There's that road, it's very dangerous by the way. Alafu after that no kuna kwanga na Eastmart. And then now you walk down going towards Odeon. Never pods moja kwa masikio. I reach into my bag and like increase the volume, because like at this point I'm really mad, you know. So I'm just walking like very fast na nimekasirika sana, so I increase my music kidogo. Tell me why tumepita Eastmart tunaelekea uko chini tunaenda kufika Odeon, mimi nasikia mtu ya shout huko nyuma. Niko tao, so I assumed like, you know, it's probably just somebody mwenye anauza nguo or what not. But like this noise is very consistent. I'm like, I keep walking further away from it, but like it seems to be following me. So I look back. Apparently hii time yote yenye natembea nikiongeza volume, huyu mtu huyu mpumbavu yuko nyuma yangu na kwamba yaendelea kunimwagia matusi mimi. Malaya, mwizi, sio nini? So as I'm trying to ditch him, I hear somebody shouting at him like, ni mwizi ama ni malaya, jusi sura mbaya, na pia utuambie amekuibia nini. So like I guess he started arguing with that person and like left me alone, because like niliacha kumsikia akishautia. I walked very fast, mimi nikaenda nikapanda matatu jamani, nikaenda zangu nyumbani. Honestly, I don't know what my mistake was in all this for me to deserve all those insults and like all that harassment. But like, I just know that if I hadn't screamed, I'd probably had been robbed today. So ukikuwa tao and you encounter something like this, create attention, scream, be a drama queen if you must, but like, just do something. Scream, mwizi.